Hello and welcome back to the Glam Show. It is Friday and it's a good day because it's the end of the week. As you can see, my hair is now thoroughly dyed a nice blue green. We've already retouched it once, but it's blue because I love blue, and it's green because I'm going to Sarah Lawrence College. Yes, I am. If you missed last week's show, you missed my big that is where I am going to school. Deposit has been made. I am already eagerly planning. Obviously, we don't know because of COVID what exactly is going to happen, but we are holding out hope, and no matter what, I'm going to be starting school. We just don't know in what form yet, but it's going to be good. I'm excited, and I hope that everyone else is excited for everything coming up. I know we have a lot of graduating seniors in high school and college. Sarah Lawrence's graduating class of 2020 graduated today. Central High has been doing my alma mater has been doing their own little version of graduation these past 2 days, which congrats to everyone who's graduating this year. I know that you are a little bit disappointed because you're not getting the big graduation ceremony, but I can promise you it's not as great as it looks. 4-hour graduation wasn't the highlight of my high school career. I got to do every single thing, but I'm a firm believer in everything happens. And I think right now we are in a period of time and change and shifting, and the world's gonna have to catch. It's okay. I told you guys last week, I'm praying that at the end of this, we find some way to our world, and I think that's the main thing. Okay, so it is cheap date night. It is Friday. My dad is not on. I'm sorry. I know we all miss him, but he is currently doing some business and he couldn't do his show tonight, and that's okay. I'm on tonight. He will be back next week, and hopefully you guys miss him a little bit. I know I enjoy watching his show. So tonight we are not going to do TV. I've been watching some old movies. After we jammed out last week to our 90s jam session. I've been watching some old movies, inspired by some songs, and I'm going to talk about some movies in the 80s and 90s. I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah, 80s and 90s. And my mom's here. And then we're going to play some more 90s music that I didn't get to play last week because I don't even know how many songs I played. We were jamming though. I know me and KP were jamming. So she's just watching me. My mom dyed her hair too in the back. She's got a little peekaboo. It's like this red blonde, and it's really nice because my mom and I have natural red in our hair. Can't always see it, but I promise it's there. And so it kind of really hides the red in her hair, and it's beautiful. So we're just having fun, trying to make the best out of quarantine. She works a lot, but whenever I can, I try and steal her away. And, just spend time with family. That's the most important thing right now, I think. Connect, call. My brother just turned 24 on Monday. Is kind of weird. I mean, usually he's home around this time. So last year, I know he got home like on his birthday. So usually we're with him, and we haven't been without him on a birthday since he was in the Army. But we celebrated anyway, and happy 24th. I love you. I know I shared on social media some things. 5 years apart really means 5 years closer or 5 times closer, because that dude's my best friend, and I couldn't live without him. So, all right, so we're getting started. I hope you guys had a great week, and if not, I hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to try and send you off on a good note, and I hope you guys have another great week this week. Hopefully you guys get some relaxation. Really take time for some self-care. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Mental Health Awareness Month. I jumbled that. And that's something that's really important to me. I know I've had challenges with my own mental health. Everyone takes on a bunch of things, and we really aren't aware of doing to our mental health until everything piles up on top of us. I think right now in quarantine and self-isolation and shelter in place, there are a lot of people who are finding out for the first time how much mental health is important. I know I have a lot of friends that are like, you know what, Gabby, I never thought about it, but because I just kind of suppressed feelings. But now that like I'm having to be alone and I'm having to do all these things, it's crazy how much I am being affected by it. And it's true, you know, year has really made me look at my mental health and reevaluate what I'm doing to keep myself healthy, not just, you know, physically, but mentally. And I think that's really important. My dad used to let us take mental health days at school. I hope you guys take some of those too. There were days like we were just swamped, me and my brother, and if you need to take a mental health day, you know, he was the best. My mom too, but he definitely offered those up a little bit more. So really, next week I am going to spend a lot more time on mental health. I'm going to kind of make that show my mental health show. But I want you guys to really take some time for yourselves this week and hopefully kind of relax, take care of yourself, spend time with people, spend time with your family, and just connect because it's really important right now. Okay, so we're gonna get right into movies. I have 3 movies from the 80s and 3 movies from the 90s. Now I watched most of these this weekend, and if I didn't watch them this week, I watched them in this gap year for the first time, for the exception of one, okay? So in the 80s, I watched this one this week because if you know me and you've been watching my show, you know my favorite song is 1985, sung by Bowling for Two. There's a line in there, says, she knows all the classics, or she's seen all the classics. She knows every line. Breakfast Club, Pretty in Pink, even St. Elmo's Fire. Well, that last one there, St. Elmo's Fire, I had not seen. You know, again, I've talked about this before, but when I was younger, I know the lyrics, and I would sing. My mom was laughing the other night when I was like, guess what movie I watched the other day? She was laughing about how I used to sing Hoo 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 Bon Nirvana. But I really didn't understand, and so I watched Breakfast Club, I watched Pretty in Pink. I think I watched those in the beginning of my high school years, and I love those classics. Well, St. Elmo's Fire, I started watching, I was like, 3/5 of the Breakfast Club is in this. What? And then the guy from Pretty in Pink, the love interest in Pretty in Pink is in that movie as well. And then and Demi Moore is in it, and I told my mom, I was like, who is that girl? I know that girl. And because her hair was a lot lighter, it's not as dark as it is now, but it is Demi Moore. You know, it was a great movie. I really liked it. It wasn't my favorite of those 3 in the song. I think my favorite is definitely The Breakfast Club. I mean, I think The Breakfast Club has its own impact on everyone in their own way, but that one was definitely my favorite. But St. Elmo's Fire, so I watched that, I think 2 nights ago. It was really good, so I'm going to recommend that for my 80s movies. I mean, you can't go wrong. And I was talking to my mom, I was like, I hate that typecasting kind of thing, because they played almost the same characters in all of those movies. But St. Elmo's Fire, that's my number 1 for the 80s. So next, I have Princess Bride. I watched this about a month ago, and I had always seen, you know, for someone who loves romance movies, right? I had always seen the videos or like little GIFs or GIFs of this movie, and I had never actually seen it. And I was like, what the heck? And the girl who is in The Princess Bride, God, where do I know her from? I know her from this, from, what is it, Mom? I don't even remember. I know her from this one show that I watched a while ago. And I was like, whoa, she's in that? I really do need to watch it. I have a lot of people have told me, like, this is one of the best romance movies ever. And I was like, wow, I need to watch it. So I watched it. It was really sweet. I cried. It was really good. I don't have any other notes. It's a classic romance movie. It is definitely one to watch. It is in, I would say, my top 15. I wouldn't go top 10, but top 15. It's funny. It's sweet. You can feel the love that's there. And I think that's what I love about romance movies. The good ones, you know, you can feel the love that they're trying to portray. Even if you've never experienced it, you can kind of assume what they're trying to portray there. And I think it's really beautiful. You know, that whole thing where she waited for him and he stayed alive for her. Like, that's, how sweet is that? You know, that happened early in our history when we would have men go off into war that had girls or wives back home, and, you know, they would stay alive for them. You know, that's so sweet. You know, it's beautiful. So Princess Okay, and then so this is the one movie I have seen prior to this year, and I watched it in 8th grade. Everyone at Rio Vista Middle School, and really I think every middle school in Central did this, but everyone at Rio Vista Middle School watched it on the same day. We got to dress up. We had a specific day where 8th graders would dress up according to that movie and book. Let's see if you guess it. And you know, we loved 7th grade, and everyone was like, oh my God, can you guys wait for Outsiders Day? It was this big thing that we didn't even know that it was a book. We just knew that the 8th graders got to have one day where they dressed up as outsiders, you know, a soch, and no one dressed up as a soch, now that I think about it. No one did. I think one person in my grade did, in my year. Everyone didn't want to dress up as, because I mean, you want to look cool, you know, and the girls, we wore the red lipstick. I did not. I was not allowed to wear red lipstick, especially in 8th grade. But, you know, all the girls were wearing red lipstick. They had the bandanas, the white shirt with the denim. We all looked hecka cool. Like, let me just tell you, we looked forward to that so much. So The Outsiders, oh man, I cry every time I see that movie. Or, you know, when we read the book, it was like, wow, that was a really good book. And there's a reason we're still having to read it, you know, even now. So The Outsiders, that's my number 3 for the 80s. Okay, and so moving on to the 90s, I watched 2 of these this week. One I had seen prior, but I watched it this year, and this other one I saw last month. So this movie is by far, and I will say this with confidence, my favorite Jennifer Aniston movie, hands down. Especially for rom-coms, this is it, okay? And it's so underrated. I really think that more people need to watch it. It needs to be shown more. It was on Netflix for a little bit, and they took it off, and it's been playing on HBO. And we have HBO on cable. So picture perfect. Let me just tell you, I love this movie. It's one of my favorites. I genuinely, like, when I first saw it, I was like, why have I never seen this Jen Aniston movie? Because my mom and I love her Aniston, okay? She's a phenomenal actress. And I mean, you know, just from everything from Friends to every single movie she's done. She's amazing. So I was like, what the heck? Why haven't I seen this movie before? And I watch it a lot now because it's just that good. I genuinely love it. You know, Jay Moore, I was telling my mom, like, he's do other things. He's not as big an actress as Jennifer Aniston. But I was like telling my mom, I was like, you know, if you look at him now, he doesn't look the same. And I was like, why wasn't he in romance movies? He was actually pretty good, like good romantic companion in this movie. And I was like, he should have been in more romance. I genuinely believe that. So I watched it again last night with my mom, and it's too good. I don't even know what it is about it. I think it's just because it's unique. You know, you don't see that storyline, you know. So picture perfect. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. If you have seen it, good for you, because it's amazing, and you should watch it again. You really should. Okay, so this second one I watched this week. I watched part of it, and then my mom changed the channel to something else, to the Disney Sing-Along. And I didn't particularly want to watch the Disney Sing-Along because it's on Disney Plus, and we have Disney Plus. It's on the next day. But so this one is called A League of Their Own. I finished watching it with Tom Hanks. Come on. That's my dude. Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep, my 2 favorite top-tier actresses, like all time. I will watch anything that they're in, anything. Even if I end up not liking the movie afterward. There's a few of their movies that I'm like, it was okay. You know, but I will watch anything they're in. And so I don't know, I've never seen this, and this is a true story, you know, and I love true stories. So I was like, wow, why haven't I seen this? And so it was about, you know, the first women's baseball teams, you know, and how they made history, because they really did, and they're amazing, you know. And it's really cool. And it was weird because we watched it, and then I saw like a post on Instagram about one of the original team members from that team. I can't remember the team name right now. God, I hate it when that happens. You don't even know it, and then you're just blank. I'm upset now. Okay, but she actually passed away. She was like 101, and I saw that, and I was like, oh wow, that's crazy, because I just watched it. And And, you know, those women are so important to celebrate. So, like, I went and I did some reading because I wanted to know more about them, you know. It's amazing, women in history. You know, I love women in history. So, if you haven't seen that one, go see it and then do some research on the actual team because it's really interesting to read about them. Okay, and so this last one I saw last month, and I kind of fell in love with it. Hulu made a show version of it that I binge watched like in 2 days. So, Four Weddings and a Funeral. Man, I love British movies. Like, you know, with that, the accents, I don't know. So it was, I don't even know, I think it was just on TV, and I was like, wow, I've heard of this movie, I should watch it. Instantly fell in love with it. It's unique. I like the unique ones. You know, you see the same kind of storyline in some movies, especially romance. This one was unique. And then I watched it and then literally saw on Hulu that Four Weddings and a Funeral, they made it into a show, like a different, like another version into a TV show. And I enjoyed that one equally. And so that one has Hugh Grant. I think that's his name, right, Mom? Hugh Grant? Say Hugh Jackman, but that's not it. It's definitely not. And Hugh Grant, I don't know. I think I genuinely, I like him as an actor. You know, now that I think about it, I've seen movies with him in it. He's pretty good. So, I mean, obviously he's a good actor, but like, in my opinion, you know, and like, now that I've seen a lot of stuff, you know, one of my things he was in was Bridget Jones, that whole franchise. That's a great franchise. So, okay, so those are my 6 movie recommendations. All right, and I'm not going to do too many songs. I did a lot last week. But, okay. Yeah. The Rockford, thank you. The Rockford Peaches. That was the name. I knew it was, I was like, I know the name. Why is it blanking on me? Yeah, the Rockford Peaches. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. I appreciate that. She loves me. See? Yeah, the Rockford Peaches. Do search on that team because it's an inspiring story, you know, and women at that time playing baseball, okay, but the men were off at war. And that whole season, well, in the movie, depicted in the movie, the whole season they were thinking about canceling them because the war was ending. So men were going to come back. How do we need women's baseball now? I'm like, they really made them wear skirts. I'm so upset because there was even one scene where they were like, slide, because the guy wanted to see her butt. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And then she had this huge, I'm like, oh, good Lord. That's crazy, you know, what we used to do back then, what we used to think about. Anyway, I hate that. I hate thinking about that. All right, so now we're going to get some music. So, ones I didn't play last week, I think movies. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do this one because this is classic. Like, not a classic, like it's old, but it's like everyone knows this song. Every girl knows this song. Mom, do you know what song I'm going to play right now? Mm-hmm. It's by a girl group. A girl group. This is 90s music. Oh. Do you know what it is? Can you guess? No. Oh my God. No. We were just singing Cherry Bomb all day. No. Okay, here we go. You'll know the song once you hear it. Yo, tell me what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna zig. If you want my future, forget my past. Oh, too good. That one's jamming. Too good. I heard that song for the first time when I was young in Chicken Little. I don't know if you remember that. But it was in Chicken Little. And then when we went to Disney World when I was 5, and I barely remember the trip because I was 5, okay? But my brother was 10, and we went up. Oh my God, what was her name in Chicken Little? Oh man, I forget. Oh, okay. We went up to meet them, the characters, right? Because they're dressed at Disney World. And my mom was like, go up to her and be like, I'll tell you what I want. I was like, no, because I'm like 5 and I'm all shy. I've always been shy. If you didn't know I was shy, you've never seen me like, I'm shy, okay? I promise shy. So I didn't want to do it. And so my brother was like, I'll do it. He goes right up to her. The bird, what was her name? Okay, I can't remember. And he was like, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. And she was laughing so hard. It was so cute. So that's where I first heard that song. Obviously, I didn't know it was the Spice Girls, but I do now. And Victoria Beckham, I love that woman. She's great. Mel B, amazing. I mean, come on. They're still amazing today. Like, and when they did the reunion a few years ago, I mean, who doesn't love the Spice Girls? I mean, they're great. Okay. So, there we go. That's the first one. Oh, man. Again, I'm just kind of going. Did I play that one last week? I don't think I did, huh? No, I didn't. All right, here we go. Abby. Abby. Oh, okay, I can't play that. That's you get what you give. You radicals. I'm pretty sure I chose Sugar Ray over them because I asked KP and he said Sugar Ray. But so that one's a good song. My brother and I like to jam out to that song. Okay, let me see. What's next? What's next? Two more. Okay. So, all right now, hold on. Okay, this one. Wow, we sing this one in the car a lot. My dad, my brother, and I.
I know what you're doing. I see it all too clear.
Okay, Barely Breathing by Duncan Sheik. Gosh, I really can't. Barely Breathing. We sing that song. That song comes on the radio still, like a lot. It's a good song. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll do two more. Okay. Okay. This one, for some reason, I associate this one with falling asleep a lot. I think it's because whenever I was in my brother's room and I fell asleep when I was young, this song would always be playing for some reason. This is a good one.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why.
Okay, that's Green Day. If you didn't know, that's Green Day. Get some music history because Green Day is amazing. Good Riddance, Time of Your Life. I don't know. I would always listen to that song. I guess when the playlist would get to it, I would always be falling asleep. But I always, and I remember when I heard the whole song, I was like, oh wow, that's like a really, really, really good song. I like that song. Okay, I'm gonna do one more, and this one was in 10 Things I Hate About You. I don't think I did this one last time. Did I? No, I didn't. No, I did a different one. That was in 10 Things I Hate About You. And again, in 10 Things I Hate About You, Kat Stratford ends up getting accepted to and going to Sarah Lawrence. I'm showing off my hair because Sarah Lawrence is where I'm going. And then again, I will tell you that Bianca Stratford, oh my gosh, the actress, I go to Sarah Lawrence. And I said the name last time. I did 10 Things I Hate About You. What did? No, I said the name last time. I can't remember. Jeez. Okay. It's been a busy day. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. This song, when I played for my mom, it's only played like a little snippet in the movie, and I absolutely love this song. For some reason, I love listening to this song in the car. And my mom was like, oh, what is it? Are you not gonna like? Gosh, I thought she was looking at. Okay, here we go.
Sunshine on the window makes me happy, like I should be. Outside, all around me, really squeezing, that it hits me.
Don't tell me you can't see what it means to me, meanwhile. I love that. I love how it goes from like really, really, and then okay. So that's Calypso by Spiderbait. And if you don't love that song, I love singing that in the car because I'm like always like, sunshine. And, oh, I don't know. It brings out my inner woman rage inside of me. Okay, and I lied. I'm gonna do one more song, and only because this is at the top of my 90s list. It was actually in Hercules, and my brother, every time this song comes on in the car, he will not leave. Like if we just pulled up, he will not leave until we have listened and sang the whole song. I don't think my mom knows what song this is because he only does it with me. So this is from Hercules, and Ariana Grande performed this on the first Disney sing-along. This is I Won't Say I'm in Love. And Susan Egan sings this, and it's a beautiful song.
If there's a prize for rotten judgment, I guess I've already won that. No man is worth the aggravation. That's ancient history, been there, done that. Who you think you're kidding? He's the earth and heaven to you. Try to keep it hidden.
Honey, we can see all now. My brother jams. We do not leave the car until we've heard that whole song. He will turn the music, the stereo up all the way, and we belt it. That's such a great song. He loves that song. I love that song. It's beautiful. And Hercules is coming out with a live action remake. I just heard that. Okay, so that's my music and my movies for you tonight. I really do want you guys to have a good week. Hope you do. I'm praying for all of you guys. As always, I'm really thankful. You know, I got a lot of great, feedback and love from last week's video just because I got into Sarah Lawrence, and this whole week for me has been, it's been unlike the rest of the year, which has been really amazing. Last week I started out having a good week and I ended having an amazing week. And this week has just been great, getting things ready for college. I don't end up moving over there right away. I am going to be still doing, work and classes online. And so I still have to get everything done. And it's just been truly like a dream come true to have all this happen to me. And I couldn't be more blessed. I couldn't thank God enough, and you guys and my family and my friends. Thank you guys again. Thank you guys for sticking with me throughout this whole year and this journey that I've taken. And I can't wait to take you guys next year, wherever I am. And, I'm really thankful for you guys. I really want you guys to have a good week. I hope you do. Remember, next week I will be doing a mental health awareness show week. So you can expect movies, TV shows, and songs talking about mental health. But then also I'm going to give you some stats and a little bit of, not really my journey, but the basic of what a teen goes through in this time, in this generation. My generation, I remember my mom said she's because she's a teacher, right? She's seen a lot more problems with mental health and with our generations because we are growing up in a different time, with social media and everything. So I will kind of outline what that has looked like for me and what I know some of my friends have gone through, and just because right now more than ever, we need each other. So be sure to reach out to everyone, practice self-care, practice, and here's my thing. We need to normalize mental health. It needs to be normal, because for a long time it was frowned upon, and it is, depending on, your family or your culture, and it's not okay. It's something that's very real and needs to be talked about. So I'm going to talk about that next week. Hopefully you guys can join me for that.